morning. It has been a while. I haven't been on here. But right now I am just printing. Well, I'm about to print, send it to the printer, and then I'm going to go downstairs and print, because for my students that I have here, I like to have their work on actual paper. So yep. So please don't pay attention to the mess. But anyway, we got one of these little fancy Newline apparatuses. I call it a TV, and that's me. Hello. So anyway, every morning I come and I turn on this TV, and then I grab my, look at my mask, isn't it so cute? I grab my handy dandy laptop. I place it here, and then I open it, and then I go ahead and press start. So anyway, I grab my laptop, and then we just took a training that well, it gave us a little more insight into what, so I connect it so that it can project itself onto my TV. And then the USB, this is what I learned in the training, the USB adds the actual touch. So I make sure that I connect the USB so that I'm also able to touch everything on the screen, and it will be like I'm touching this. So then I put in my password. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so I put my password. I didn't want y'all to know my password, you know. Okay, so after I put in my password, go ahead and I start my meeting. I'm just going to go ahead and start it without showing you guys my meeting ID or password. I join the meeting, and then, right, there I am, right? There I am, there I am. Woohoo! I leave literally my laptop just stays there the entire time. But that is how I join the meeting. Like I said, I have the ability to touch my screen because of that training that I took that told me that by connecting the USB, it gives you touch on your device, and it's basically like you're maneuvering your computer, right? That has been very, very helpful. What I was doing is that I was actually just sitting down in front of my laptop, and I was just projecting to the screen so that my students here could see my screen, but I was just sitting in one spot. But now I can actually stand up and walk anywhere I want, because I'm able to just maneuver my projector. Somebody's at the door. Yes, okay, no, sorry. So basically that's how I kind of share my screen whenever I want to share something to both my people in here and my people at home. When I am actually teaching, I find that it is very difficult for them to see me. It's very difficult for my little ones to see me here if I'm actually teaching and I'm way back here and I want to teach them something that's, for example, here on the board. They're obviously not going to be able to see me because they are far, and the camera, even if I pin my video, they still won't be able to see my board because it's really far. So what I do is I share my screen. I go ahead and I click share iPad or iPhone, which you can do this with your iPhone as well. And then I have my trusty iPad here that then I am able to screen share and then connect to my laptop, and I am able to project my iPad screen onto my board. So then what I do is I click the camera and I can move this iPad there, right? So that I am able to see, and then my students are able to see me. My students that are on Zoom are actually able to see me teach in person, instead of just watching me through this little camera that the computer has. So anything that I am able to do, and I'm just going to demonstrate for me. I love that I found that out, just because it's so easy for me to just share anything on the board and not have to be sitting down, because I am not a sitting down kind of teacher. I like to jump, I like to get excited, I like to do a lot of things, and when I was just sitting down, it was just not a good experience for me. Also, I'm getting a pimple here because of my mask, and that's not great either. Okay, so that's basically how I do my teaching. I use my iPad and the camera a lot, just so that I am able to take them with me anywhere I go. I share my screen over there with my people on Zoom, so that they're able to actually see me all the time. Okay, so now how do I do the lesson to where I am teaching to both my students at home and my students that are here in the classroom? It changed my life. Let me show you. Okay, so say that I started the meeting, right? I went ahead and started the meeting. Let's pretend like I have people in my actual meeting, and of course this is just in big because there's nobody with me. I am here alone. But let's pretend I have my meeting, right? So I'm like, okay kids, now we are going to learn something. We're going to learn how to add. So I go over here and I click share screen, or I can simply just do it by clicking here, right? Share screen. And then I'm going to go to iPad. Then I come to my iPad and I click screen mirror the same way that I did earlier. I project or mirror to my laptop, which in turn will mirror to this guy. And then all of my people that are on my call, in my call, will come up here. I'm able to move this to the side for my students that are actually here, so that they are able to see. And then with my iPad or my iPad pencil, now keep in mind, you can do this as well with you can do it as well with your iPhone, or if you have an iPad at home. So basically I have my iPad here, and say we are doing a problem, and say that we are adding 36 plus 43, right? And I am showing my people at home because I'm sharing my screen, but I am also teaching my students that are here because I am projecting my whole entire Zoom call. So I am adding it here, and if I write on here, everything that I write on here will appear in my big screen that my students can see. And this is without using the annotations in Zoom, because I really don't like those. I feel like this is such a beautiful magical color, and you know, anyway, yeah, that's how we've been doing the teaching. Whenever I want to teach them some examples, I go to our Seesaw and I add just look at their work, and we're able to just work. Whenever I want to give them an activity, I always take the time to explain that activity, and then I always do an example with them first. For example, we spin the wheel here, and I am also able to do an example with them first before I send them off and they're on their own. So I do this example, and then I just send them off on their own, and they're able to do their work. I hope that wasn't so confusing, but I basically just connect my laptop to the big screen, and then after that I just project my iPad every time I share my screen to my people on Zoom. I just basically just use my iPad to write, to do anything that I need to demonstrate, especially when I am teaching in the board. I always share my laptop screen so that I can use the camera and they can actually be able to see me teaching in front of the board and around the classroom, and they can participate a little more when we do circle time for our SEL, for our social emotional learning. I'm able to just take the camera to every different student so that my people that are on Zoom can actually see who's talking and are able to engage a little more with them. So yeah, it's been going great. Not great, but it's been going. And it's been getting better as we go. So I'm very, very happy that I found these little ways, and I hope that maybe it can help some of you if you need it. Anywho, my kids are in specials right now, so I'm going to enjoy these last couple of minutes that I have now. Probably finish up some trainings that I still need to do that I haven't done, but it'll get done. And probably just prep a little bit for tomorrow, because I am currently working on the baseline assessment. So tomorrow they are going to have a lot of busy work. I am going to create the file. It's so funny how you plan for the week and then you forget certain things, like the baseline assessment, and I'm like, oh well, we need to get that done because that's due on Friday. But basically I'm going to create this file on Seesaw, and I am going to share that with them. I'm going to have them create the student generated alphabet. Vamos a hacer el alfabeto generado por los estudiantes. Cada quien va a hacer todas las letras. Ya después voy a escoger a imprimir and I still haven't even put this up, okay, don't judge me. Pero aquí está el de inglés, entonces también vamos a poner el de inglés. Y sí, aquí estaba trabajando con uno de mis niños, pero pues se nos terminó el tiempo. Anywho, I am done talking because I've been talking way too much the entire day, and I need a break from talking, and I have 20 minutes left, so I'm going to enjoy them. Okay, bye-bye.